Oh, look at this dude.
All right, this is it. This is it. This is like, there's like, gateways are right there. Today, just as I mentioned, during our check-ins, we're going over your gateway binders. So whatever you have, you have. Whatever you don't have, at this point, you don't have it. You've had this for some time now, okay? Let me give you your checklist. There's a lot of stuff on your checklist because there's a lot of work that needs to be done. All right, moving on. Odyssey.
Yes, sir.
Your research paper.
They don't care.
Odyssey.
Yeah. Yes, Carlos. Yeah.
Your research paper.
Look at it.
You see this, right?
My research paper was not supposed to be due that day. You didn't tell me that, Carlos.
It was on your checklist for last week. All right? Just letting you know. I don't care if it's at this point it's late. I just want to make sure that you get it in, so that what you show at your exhibition isn't a first draft. It's something that I've looked over, corrected, and got back to you at least. You should not have a first draft of anything at your exhibition.
He's our father, or my father. He's cool. He's just typical, well, not a typical teacher. I think we have the best teacher at all the campuses. He could be strict at times, he could be funny. He could try to act like our parents. What else? And he's honest.
Those are very good points.
My advisory is known as Usual Suspects. It's a name that we came up with, but we're so different. We're friends, very, very, very close. And I think that we fit together like a puzzle.
Like the average
family size.
So Sway's the teddy bear of the classroom. He's very fun.
The average Hispanic mother has 3, maybe more kids, right?
He has a lot of potential. He just needs to put a lot of effort into it. That's what I think.
It's substantially more than your average American household.
Marielle, she's like the bossy type sometimes, and so am I. So I think that's cool. We got 2 bossy people in advisory. I like that.
What minority, and I don't like to use the word, but what minority group is the largest minority group in this country?
Asian.
Is it Asian?
I think.
Chris, last year he was just like a laid-back person. Now this year he's into like a lot of things. He's playful, outgoing. He doesn't take things seriously at times, but another times he does.
Now, what if that happens in America? You can't have more than a certain number of kids.
That's good. Odyssey in the 8th grade was a whole nother person. I did my work 50-50. Always in fights. My name getting called on the intercom in the morning to go to the principal's office. But part of my personal growth, now that I'm in the mat, I'm a 10th grader, everything's different. I haven't gotten to not one fight, so I think that's really big. I learned how to control my mouth when somebody says something to me that I don't like. I come to school, I'm on time, I do my work, I respect my teachers and my peers. I'm resting right now. I did a lot of work today.
What you do?
Why y'all put me on the spot like that?
My mom just asked me what you did. Was trying to make conversation.
Look at that little scrounger. These things are flipping out.
No, they're active. The one swimming around up on top is like this, and he had white spots. So
Sean's like a son in advisory.
which one?
So I have a couple questions. Are any still sick?
No.
You have to take care of him. You gotta tell him like things that he should do, that he shouldn't do.
I had a beautiful shark, but you got eaten, man.
Two.
The students work with all the different adults in the building and outside the building. I'm working with Sean and Carlos on this fish project.
Now, is there still a guy hiding?
Yeah.
Is that the guy that always hides?
There's 3. Like if you look underneath it.
Would you explain to me why I spent good bucks for fish I can't see?
Well, he
buys me fish and then says they hide.
See that guy?
Oh wow. Yeah.
That one, right?
That one's a Becco. He eats off the side and stuff. So.
Okay.
They also eat the stuff off
And
the
maybe
plants.
those are the Chinese catfish that do that. People ask what the fish are, so I had to make the chart, and Doc decided to put the chart behind it. So when you look in and you see a fish, you want to know what it is, you look at the chart and you can see it. Doc says that I should start my own little business here at the school. What was it about? Like,
You know, is it my project or your project?
no,
What did we talk about?
um,
You don't remember?
about going to other advisories and seeing if they want a fish tank and putting it together for them, and
And how would they get their fish even?
by using
Rather
Doc's
than-
tank and having them spawn and stuff, and give them the baby fish to take care of on their own.
I mean, we're talking about when everyone comes in, they get excited about the tank. So that could be a little business you could set up. Which then would be easier too. You'd have to figure out what makes it profitable, how to set it up, how to, you know, the whole thing, and help people do it. Be able to give people budgets.
Yeah.
You're doing what you want. Working your way through high school and giving me 10%.
Your exhibition's Thursday?
Rachel, when we first met her, she was like the shy one. She was like a little rabbit in the corner. This year, Rachel's very different. She talks, she laughs. She's not the shy person that she used to
We
be.
talked about this already.
I know, but all the projects, because I had 3.
Yep. I mean, how it evolves. Because think about what you did. You went from designing your own dress and making it, to designing like a mini spring line of clothes and making them, to modeling and modeling in a college fashion show. Step, step, step. All right? Yeah, you happy about that? Look at you. Okay, go ahead.
All right. My first LTI project was to design a dress, and I'm gonna bring it in some.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I met quantitative reasoning through that because I had to do a lot of measuring, and we had to go to the store and measure the size of the cloth or fabric. And my second project was
Before you go on to your second project, okay? You have a dress in front of you that you're showing people. You may want to explain what the steps were to create that dress.
I could
All
remember.
right? You want to take notes, just so that you won't forget to explain the steps on how you have to do the dress. First thing that you have to do, the measurements, your own measurements, right? You have to figure out, because you design a dress for yourself. Are you going to wear your dress?
No?
Are you ever going to wear your dress except in that fashion show? I think you should wear
No,
the dress.
Carlos. I cannot wear that dress.
For your exhibition?
Nope.
Why?
Cause,
Here's one.
no.
Okay.
My second project I did was to create a spring line of clothing, and that was not hard at all. It was easy because it didn't take a long time. It really didn't take a long time to do. And
But you did this one more on your own than you dress.
yeah,
So you may want to write this down and talk about that, because with the spring line, you were working more on your own. What was the most challenging part of your entire LTI project from last year?
the most challenging part was probably mm, probably probably being in the fashion show was challenging for me.
What was challenging about that?
Cause I was around college students, and they know what they was doing, but I didn't, and that was kind of hard. Cause I went there late. They had already practiced what they was gonna do, so I had to catch on quick, and that was challenging. So.
Bingo. Why do you know anything about this?
What is it? What is that? What does it say? I don't even understand.
Okay. It says I have your gateway binder.
Oh.
You don't know anything about it?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Someone just took my binder.
Here's my question. Hold on. Can you close the door, please? You just walked in, you saw this paper here?
Just now.
Okay, and the entire time you were working, this wasn't there?
Nope.
So between the time that you went upstairs, someone came in and put that in there, and I swear you saw it here.
Yeah, I came in. They came in first, and I
We
came
all
in.
together. Me, him, and her. Rachel's upstairs.
I saw Rachel, and she started crying with her.
And I took it and took all the papers from over it and put it right there. It was right here. When I took the box down, I put all the papers right here.
Okay.
So that was in your box
and
already.
we don't know,
It
you
wasn't
don't
in the
remember
box.
seeing it yesterday, right?
No.
So it wasn't there yesterday? All right, work it out.
Yeah, I bet you any money Chris took that.
I don't know.
Since it was in your box, listen, it was someone in our advisory. And I pretty much have an idea of who it was. And they just kind of gave it away. So don't worry about it. Tomorrow morning, we'll take care of it immediately, all right? But it's got to come up. Chris has a very strange sense of humor. And he put in a lot of thought into his prank. Hid the binder, put it in a place where he knew that Rachel would find it. He put in a lot of thought to it. And he knew specifically what button to push for her.
We should play a joke. Like we should say we have.
Let's steal all his stuff.
Like no, let's be like we haven't find it. Like just.
No,
make
you
him
want
cry.
to do something? Let's get this and save all his work, and then just delete it, and then
No.
take all the other.
Let's
Yeah,
add
add
it
it to the CD.
Let's add to
Go grab your CD.
binder. Yes, I had two.
What's his password? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have it.
Yeah, boy.
The normal
Oh,
response, Chris, why'd you do that? We found this. Was this you? I didn't think it would have reached him the way this would. We'll see. His first reaction is gonna be like, what the hell happened to my files? So hopefully he'll be so upset he won't think right. So I got it on CD, and I also secretly put it somewhere in this folder called Payback on this desktop, which isn't in my documents. That would be a little too easy for Chris.
So I'm like,
Nobody
it was a
warned him.
joke.
All right, here we go. This is so wrong. What he did and then what I'm doing, they're both just very wrong. Rachel, I'm gonna give this to you.
Okay.
This is all of Chris's work over the past. Bye. Jonathan, goodbye. Bye. This is Chris's work for the past 2 years, okay?
Okay.
All right, so please take care of it because we'd like to give it back to him anyway, all right?
All right.
We're not going to lose it, right?
Well, think about it.
This is an extreme situation. This is how I would handle it with Chris. This is not necessarily how I would handle it across the board. Even if it's just for an instant for him to look at his Z drive and say, where's my research paper? Where's all the stuff I did? Where are all the pictures from all the pictures I took when I went to the Audubon Society and all those birds, you know, how he loved. And at his last exhibition, he showed all that work, you know, just to see that. Just for him to feel the way Rachel felt for a second. You know, I think it was appropriate. But that's me.
Tell me
Because of
when, tell me you
any
went, as soon as vacation was over.
I went today, but because
Excuse me, what's today?
Wednesday.
Did you go yesterday?
No, I was at my LTI.
How about Monday?
Monday, you weren't there, so
Did you go?
no. Sarah fed them for me.
Who's in charge? And are we gonna do any further project out of it? In other words, what are you doing? Do you have a project in your fish place?
Yeah, I'm making labels for their fish food. Like, you know the big container of fish food you have? I'm making labels for that.
But that's not using that brain enough.
Yeah, I had to figure out how to use a computer program on my own.
That's not bad.
And how to make the labels and how to get them onto the sticky paper and how to cut them out.
So still not good enough for your brain, man.
Yeah.
Now, when we were talking about you raising babies, is that something you have any interest in, or is that more
I don't
my
know.
idea than
I
your
don't know
idea?
if the mom fish are gonna start eating them.
No, but you do a separate little thing.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to do it, I don't want you doing a project you don't want to
It
do.
will
But
be
I want to
hard
get you something that
because-
goes a lot deeper in what you're talking about rather than doing labels. So that's not one you're greatly interested in, right?
Well, it would be interesting, but it would be kind of hard.
Yeah,
Like, you
so-
can't control the fish. You tell them to go, like, mate and stuff, so they would.
Would you do me this favor? But you got to be honest if you don't care about it, because
I
otherwise you
do.
won't do
It would
it.
be fun.
If you care about it, ask your people about it and read about it. I mean, people breed fish all the time,
Yeah.
right? So there must be a way to do it. You know? You just got to get a cuter fish.
Yeah.
So give me like a little report. Doesn't have to be fancy.
Okay.
Like, I'm asking the question, I would like to breed fish that you can sell to other people so that they can start fish tanks. Because everyone sees my tank and says they want one. Okay?
Yeah.
So you got to tell me when I come back in a week and a half, okay? You'll give me something that will say, Dear Doc, this is my research, this is why I couldn't do it, or this is why we can do it. And you could even say, we could do it, but I don't want to do it.
Okay.
Okay? So tell me how you're going to find this out.
I'll, like, tomorrow when I go back, I'll talk to George about that, because George knows a lot about that stuff.
Okay.
So I'll talk
Anything
him.
to read?
Well, if George has any suggestions for books, then I'll
Okay.
read those.
Secret, I can't fit through there. You can't come over here.
Hold on.
I want you to do it right here in front of me. I'm not kidding with you. I want you to sit right here, get a highlighter.
Hold on.
Checking your email?
Someone wiped out my. Hold on. I will get my work done when I. Sure. Ben, can you come here and look at this for a second? Can you come here and look at this? It's really important.
Can I help Andy with that?
Yeah.
Is it about your work anyway?
Yeah.
I think it's sending him the brand
Look. See, our Z drive has all our work on it. I open up my Z drive and I only have two things on my Z drive. A note that I did and a document that says called payback on it. I click on it and it says I will get my work back. I will get my work back when I confess to what I have done. You should not play with students' work. You will not pass Gateway. You will remain in 10th grade. Congratulations. This message will self-destruct in 6 seconds. Probably because I pulled a ransom.
What is that?
Someone deleted all my work. They think it's funny. This is not even cool, dude.
Where your work go?
I want to see Carlos if he knows anything about this. Carlos will do it. Hold on. Shut up for a second. Sorry.
Shut up for a second. I just shut up. Not funny.
If I stay back, I read this.
I will get my work back when I confess to what I
Someone
have
deleted
done.
all my schoolwork.
You should not play with students' work. You will not pass Gateway. You will remain in 10th grade. Congratulations. This message will self-destruct in 6 seconds. Oh, shoot. Kid, where's all your work?
Deleted. No big deal.
What you mean no big deal? You're gonna be in 10th grade.
Oh, come on. I've already stayed back twice.
You already stayed back twice.
Third time's the charm.
You don't want to stay back in 10th grade in the mat. People gonna think you're dumb. And the mat.
I know.
Okay.
Now, I need everyone to be quiet for a second, okay? This is not cool. All right? First, do you have any idea why someone would leave that for you?
No idea. That's why I'm laughing.
Okay. Because according to this, whoever typed this said you should not play with students' work. So I guess whoever wrote this thinks that you've played with another student's work. No?
So it's got to be somebody that has a track record, someone that he knows, and someone's work that he messed with, right?
I don't mess with Sean's work.
You don't mess with Sean's work. Have you messed with anyone's work?
You mess with
Mr.
Sean's
Advisor?
head.
Easy. Have you messed with anyone's work? Like played any practical jokes, any tricks, or anything like that?
Are you the one who stole Noah's backpack?
I still know his backpack.
I swear. I'm doing the Inquisition.
I'm just trying to help you out, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Little bad guy, good cop thing.
I'm just trying to see what's going on here. Because I don't understand why no one would do this to you unless, you did something to someone's work. That's what it says here. You should not play with students' work. How does this make you feel, man? Like, it's a joke. It looks like someone's trying to play a joke.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
He yawned.
Well, does this look familiar to you at all?
Yeah, I wrote that.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's why your work is gone.
I knew you did it. That's why I wasn't laughing. That's why I was laughing.
It's really not cool that you do this.
Okay.
No, like seriously, I'm dead serious, and I want you to stop smiling for a second.
Okay.
Because we were all upset for Rachel. Rachel was upset.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she takes a lot of pride, and like some people, she takes a lot of pride in her work.
Mm-hmm.
And she put in a lot of time and effort into her gateway binder, and we were going crazy looking for it. Seriously, advisors, students, Rachel, everyone. This is not cool.
Okay.
You understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what you must do. You must write a letter of apology to Rachel,
5
and
pages.
then no, it doesn't have to be 5 pages. I'm dead serious, Chris.
Sorry.
I'm not even laughing.
Okay.
And she will give it to you upon receipt of that letter.
Okay.
And I don't want, Rachel, I'm sorry for messing with your gateway binder. I didn't mean to make you upset. I want a sincere letter.
Okay.
All right? And I want to read it before you hand it in to her.
Okay.
Take more pride in your own work. You need to stop worrying about other people's stuff and worry about your own.
Okay.
This is not funny. I'm dead serious, Christopher.
You know you're in trouble when he calls you by your real name.
You know what? I'll make sure I pull this out at your gateway. Show your mom what you have time to do. All right? That's it. I don't have time to keep going on with this. The rest of you guys have time to work on whatever it is you have to work. People have practice exhibitions scheduled with me.
How do I
and
get my
other things.
research paper back?
Don't take this time to hang out and socialize. Your gateways are next week. You have a whole half an hour to get some work done, or more, 20 minutes. All right?
Like every day we'll try something new. Just throw a recipe together. I just want to get the work right now done for today. I want to get this done by today.
As long as you,
I want to get first draft done by today.
As long as you understand trans fat.
What do you mean another day? I work, Carlos.
When do you work?
What are you doing?
When do you work? You can talk to me. I'm right here. When do you work?
Every single day.
Don't just think of it as one-dimensional about what will you learn about ordering mice and modems. Think about your entire project. What will you learn? Thank you.
It starts on the 23rd, and it runs. Odyssey would be presenting that Saturday.
He's been in a really crappy place for a while now. Since the car crash, I think his mentors lost a lot of trust in him. Unless he does some miraculous turnaround in the next 2 weeks, he's gonna have a really tough time at Gateway.
Right.
Really tough time.